And good evening, everybody. Welcome to the RaceBeacon midweek show. How are you all doing? It was, I think we've just about processed what happened at the last Grand Prix. And yeah, how is everyone doing? Basically, we've got a lot to talk about today. We've got the Mercedes boycott, potentially the FIA Gala, even with the Formula E team at the moment. So a little bit dramatic. We also have any breaking news on the Mercedes protest as well, which in just about a day's time, that time limit does run at the end. So yeah, a lot of news coming up in Formula 1, and I might even be doing an extra special stream tomorrow at the time when the deadline for the protest, for the appeal, actually is, because I think that's when the radio silence from Mercedes is likely to end. It will either be then or it will be at some point a little bit earlier on in the day tomorrow, but so far it's been complete radio silence. I don't even think the Mercedes Twitter admin has even updated their bio yet to be 8-time world champions, so yeah, there's a lot going on, right. I can be heard, can't I? Can I be heard? Or is there just a big delay on the stream? Points. I can be heard. Fantastic. A little bit early. Right, okay, so for some reason, is the chat really far behind what I'm saying? Or... I don't know. But yeah, hello everyone. Hello everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Let me pop the chat. I think it's in slow mode actually, so I can take it off slow mode now, because this time there's not 10,000 of you, which does make it just that little bit easier to manage. Okay, yeah, you can hear me. That's all cool. That's all cool. Okay, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, right, I'm going to quickly turn off slow mode then, because that's not needed anymore. Where do I do that? I don't remember what I did last time, guys. Customization, there it is, right. Oh, slow mode isn't on anyway. That's cool. It resets. Let me hear you out. Okay. Hello everyone. Hello. Hope you're having a good week. And you know what Morgan said as well when we were doing the... we were just slow. There we go, Steve. There we go. Yeah, so Morgan suggested when we were doing the premiere of the newest video that's just come on. We've also got fast mode. Yeah, so we're going to have a poll of should... So regardless of where you sit on, you know, if you're happy or not Max was champion, should Michael Massey remain as race director for 2022? There you go. It's just simple yes or no. There we go. And a quick reminder to everyone as well who maybe has just seen the new video that's uploaded. You can join the community Discord server. It is the top link in the description. And the reason I suggest that is because we actually do have a video coming up where we're going to be using the people from Discord. So it's going to be a video very much centered around everyone on Discord, and it really gives you guys a chance to shape a video. So I thought that'd be quite a nice one to really, especially in the off season, give the Discord some real meaning and you know, try to keep everyone engaged as much as possible. 10 seconds delay, I believe. Okay, yes, yeah. Slow battle on what have we got? What is the latest news? Anything we should know? Well, we do have some news on it. I did bookmark it on Twitter, so I'm going to bring that back up. I literally just 25 minutes ago got back into my flat, so it's been a little bit of a mad rush, but yeah, it's good to see so many of you are waiting for the stream to start as well, having a good chat, so love to see that. Love to see it. Let me get up all of this stuff, and then normally I would have liked to have had this very much done beforehand, but like I say, I literally just got back, so just going to bring it up so you guys can see it as well. Because it's all well and good. Also, we do have as well the Sir Lewis Hamilton news. He has, of course, been knighted as well, which I suppose is quite nice. Quite nice as well. Right, so I've got that one, and now I need the other one, and then I can bring it up on the screen. Right, here we go. So we also, of course, do have the breaking news that Mercedes, so far the Formula 1 team and the Formula E team, seem to be doing an operational boycott of the gala at the moment. They weren't there for any of the promotional images or anything of the like. So I don't know if we're going to have something very, very big coming out in the next few days. I do think there's a high chance that... Why have I got so many? Right, okay, there we go. So, okay, I need to bring up the window capture. God, yeah, this is why you prepare, guys. This is why you prepare. Right, there we go. Let's bring it up on the stream as well. So here we go. So the first breaking news sort of from the start that happened today was Lewis Hamilton being knighted. So there you go, Sir Lewis. There you go. Yeah, of course, with the Prince of Wales. So that's quite nice. Long awaited, of course, delayed due to COVID from the first time. So yeah, good to see that. Good to see that. What's everyone saying in the chat? We've got bro, hello, thanks for all alive on the race day. No worries, no worries. What are we saying? Massey needs a backup time. Is a lone sheep among the rich wolves. I've got as well going. His numbers off. Speaking, what is the latest news? Well, officially been ruined by Massey and the stewards. Robbing a world champion is not on. There's nothing as well. Sort of. Okay, right. This is difficult. How do I word this? Has what's happened sort of ruined your perception of Formula One in a way, or not ruined it completely, but you think of it slightly less now, and I don't know. Has your opinion on F1 changed due to what happened? Really? Prince of Glimlu, yes. I assume that's the Welsh flag, Morgan, but for me, I can just see black flags. Right, what are we seeing? Got a question. Is he not Sir? He is now. He is now Sir Lewis Hamilton, yes. Massey's fancy. I hope he was a Sir for years already. I thought he was a Sir for years. No, people have just been calling him Sir Lewis because it was announced. When was it? Was it announced before the season started? I think it was announced after he got his 7th World Championship that he would be knighted, but it was delayed because of COVID. So he is now Sir Lewis Hamilton. He received an MBE, I think, after his first championship. So he's been an MBE for a while, but he is now Sir Lewis. There we go. What are we seeing? So Massey was in charge of UCL draws as well. Yeah, that was brilliant. The day after all of the controversy in Formula One, we get the Champions League draws. That was so funny. Well, that was so funny. Not a fan of Riggett making it exciting television. So we've got a couple of no's, a couple of yeses as well. I think my love for it has grown, but my trust in the consistency of rules is less. Yeah, that's fair enough, actually. That's fair enough. Because I think as the season's gone on, we've definitely seen a much less consistent FIA and stewarding panel with the decisions they're making. So, yeah, a little bit dodgy. It was on the list in January. Yeah, okay, it was January, yeah. Okay, yeah, it was right. It was before the season start then. Do you know why Red Bull was allowed to participate at Mercedes? Yes, thank you, Emil, for reminding me of that one. So, yes, it was a Mercedes and FIA issue. And it was odd. To be honest, I did mention in the video that I uploaded today as well that in a way it should be slightly controversial that Red Bull were there. I mean, yes, they were an interested party, but in the actual relevance of the case, like the case is Mercedes against the race director, effectively. It seemed odd. And I think there's a good question for it. I'm surprised no one else has really talked about it too much. But I'm going to be honest, a lot of the media. A lot of the bigger media, F1 media corporations tend to have not covered any of the controversy at all and would rather just pretend it didn't happen, which is really out of touch with the fans, and that's why we still see the things such as hashtag I stand with Lewis Hamilton trending on Twitter, because there's a lot of frustration from the fan base and it's not being covered a lot at all. So I tried to cover basically exactly what happened in that video that has been uploaded. So hopefully I did a pretty good job of that. What we're seeing as well, they were mentioned as they were an interested party, but equally, like I said in the video as well, I'd argue, well, were they really more interested party than any other team? Because a lot of them, pretty much as I covered in the video, I went over pretty much everything in the video. So there's a crash course on what's happened in that video that I uploaded earlier today about what's happened. So yeah, I think pretty much any team could have been classed as an interested party, but. Yeah, in the end, not, and we got them instead. So this is sort of the biggest news that we've got going on at the moment regarding the ongoing appeal by Mercedes. So Mercedes have declined taking part in the FIA Champions photo shoot for both their Formula One constructors title and their Formula E championship, and that's pretty big, especially for the Formula E team. So this seems to be at the moment an apparent Mercedes boycott of the FIA. So. They're not happy. They're very, very much not happy. Right. On the midweek show, we've nearly got 1,000 views. This is something. What have we got? Will they change the result from Aditya? I don't know. Look, this is probably one for the courts now. We're going to have to wait and see tomorrow. Like I say, I'll probably go back live tomorrow when that countdown in the bottom left is running out. I believe it's 8 PM GMT, but there's also a chance it's 8 PM CET. So I'll try to clarify that fully tomorrow, and we'll go live for when that protest is meant to happen, because so far we've had complete radio silence from Mercedes. They haven't even acknowledged their Constructors' Championship at all yet, so Interesting one. Really much an interesting one. Just make Merc look petty. So will Red Bull be participating in the FIA Merc issue? Will the race result change? What's your thoughts? I don't know. And look, this is really complex legal grounds now because categorically Michael Massey did not follow the normal race procedure, but it seems like there are fail-safes in the regulations to allow him to do basically whatever he wants. And right now, whether you think that's right or not is a big question. Look at Lambers, Max was better overall. Yeah, Max had a better season, and you can argue he probably did deserve a championship more, but factually, Hamilton probably deserved that race more. So, you know, that's where a lot of the debate comes from as well. There's so many stuff. Also, can I just say, anyone who's commented on the last video, for the most part, they're all incredibly nice. So a massive thank you. I've seen some absolutely fantastic comments, and I love reading some good comments. It does make me happy. Forget championship, was Lewis robbed of a race win? Yes, he was robbed of that race win. Yes, I'm more comfortable saying he was robbed of a race win than of the championship as a whole, because there's been a lot of bad luck going Max's way as well, and I feel like whoever actually did win that race sort of deserved the championship because both of them had a big claim to it, basically. What's the deadline for? So that is a deadline for when all of the evidence must come in for the appeal. So that's what we're counting down to in the bottom left. And like I say, I'll probably go back live tomorrow. Probably in about half an hour's time tomorrow. I'll probably do it for around when there's an hour left and then see if there's any news coming out of the Mercedes camp. Because at the moment we haven't had a lot. There was some rumours they were maybe going to drop the protest. But I don't know if that's going to happen. Ilko saying, here we go again. Your channel rocks. Cheers from Japan. Thank you, Ilko. Thank you so much. And, you know, okay, right, we've got a reasonable number of people watching for me to ask this without it being too bad in the chat. Where are all you guys watching from today? Because I absolutely love to see people from around the world watching it and see where you're all from. So yeah, there you go. While we don't have 8,000 people in the chat this time, it's going to be a little bit easier. So, what are we seeing? Even Lewis benefit from the FP3 incident. What are we seeing? Stop crying about it. Tottenham is funny. What do you think we will hear from Mercedes? When, sorry. So, it's either going to be at some point tomorrow, I would imagine. Well, it's going to be at some point tomorrow. Something's going to happen. So, I'm not entirely sure. It's either going to be before 8 o'clock tomorrow, or it might pass the deadline, and they're going to... yeah, basically, they're going to just say, look, we've dropped it. There it goes. So we've got Italy, we've got Montreal, we've got Austria, Swiss, UK, a lot of UK, California, Estonia, that's a fun one. Vanuatu as well, Uganda, South Africa, India, New Zealand. No one from Neptune this week, disappointing. You could say a few days passed and I still feel bad for Hamilton. Yeah, I think that's the case for a lot of people as well, obviously. So we've got Scotland, UK, Massey out France, Nepal, Puerto Rico. They won't appeal from Usama saying. Portland, Oregon. It's Mercedes protesting, not Hamilton. Yes, it is. South Africa, Australia, Pennsylvania. Feeling bad, Mr. Rogue Warrior. Why? Italy. Oh, guys, go quick now. Here we go. This is where it all falls apart. Tanzania, Netherlands, Kuala Lumpur, in Malaysia. There you go. Oh, yes, we've got Pluto, Uranus. Oh, fantastic. Tunisia, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. Yeah, we're worldwide. We're worldwide, guys. Wales. Thank you, Morgan. Oh, okay, guys, please don't spam the chats with the same comment. Max Verstappen says Merc Boss Total Wolf takes him. Congratulations. Yes, he did. That was, of course, in Max's... Oh, God, we've got Milky Way now. Poland. United States. Okay, the chat's gone. I can't read it anymore. But yes, yeah. So Max Verstappen did his press conference with the media after winning the championship. He said he was partying until 7 a.m. So yeah, that was obviously a good night for him. Good night for him. And then he came on, did the media rounds, and said that Total Wolf actually texted him saying congratulations. So what we're seeing here from Airborne is live. Nobody talks about how great Lewis raced. Even after holding back by Perez, he still gained the lead of 12 seconds. Sir Lewis Hamilton deserved to be called. He absolutely does now. Now he has been knighted. He is Sir Lewis. Got some Kenya text. Jupiter. Oh, that's a new one. We haven't had someone from Jupiter before. Hi from Mercedes HQ. The FIA could sort of get out of this mess by voiding the Abu Dhabi race result completely, and Massey resigns. That way Max is still champion and Mercedes have the moral high ground. Potentially, that's one option, but again, I can't see that happening. Same with someone suggested, really good suggestion in the comments of the video that we uploaded. talking about how it was possible to maybe have an honorary championship for Hamilton because the procedure wasn't followed. But and then Max keeps the official championship. But as I sort of said in the comments as well, I saw a couple of people agree with in reply. That is an admission of guilt, and in a court that's probably not going to go too far. We've got London watch as well. Congratulations on having so many people live. Thank you so much, Adichie. It's great, isn't it? It's great. It's honestly, it's fantastic to see so many people here. Hopefully, most of you guys will hang around throughout the winter months and we can keep talking about any of the F1 news. Hopefully, this story actually goes on for another month or so because it should keep people engaged with F1 as much as they might start to hate the story very quickly. It does help keep people engaged with the sport throughout the winter. Please say hi to my mum. Her name is Pose. Pose? Yes. There you go, Chad. There you go. Will they actually overturn the result? Imagine not having FIA radio. So will they actually change the result? I can't see. I don't know. Again, look, this is really complex legal grounds. It's completely unprecedented. Normally, I know the history of Formula One enough to know what's the normal precedent. But in this case, I don't know. I can't say I know. I don't think most lawyers would know. It would need to come to the case to actually decide an outcome. For me, I couldn't see it being overturned by the FIA by choice. It would have to be their hand forced by some legal means. But yeah. Yeah, please guys don't spam the chat too much. I'm very likely to see it if you just put it once or put it like every minute or so. I'm more likely to see it. Are you surprised Ferrari and the other teams have been so quiet on the subject so far? Yes, actually, I have. Because a lot of the teams were screwed over quite badly by what happened. So I'm surprised it wasn't too much talk about it. At RaceBeacon, I remember when you had like only 100 people watch one stream. And I'm really happy to see you. Congrats again. Thank you, Aditya. Thank you. I know, it's crazy. We've gone from the first stream I did, we have 33 viewers overnight covering a penalty for like Hamilton, I think it was. Yeah, and now, it's gone very, very crazy in a month. Very crazy. FIA has just spoiled the most beautiful game on the planet. Do you think Mercedes messed up with their strategy by not pitting under VSC because they were too focused on track position despite the fast car? That's a good point, and to an extent, in hindsight, yes. But it's very important to note as well that if they had have pitted, they'd have very likely had to have raced Max on track again. And as I said in all the pre-race stuff, I don't see a way where Hamilton's attacking Max, Hamilton's on fresh tyres, Max on worn tyres. I don't see a way they don't crash in that scenario. So Mercedes probably had that exact same mindset and had the same thought and just thought, no, look, we really don't want to. We don't want to. What are we seeing in chat? I think Mercedes are just salty. Mercedes is... Okay, I can't say that on stream. We need NASCAR rules. Contact is allowed. Max, Super Max. Yeah, I'm not playing Super Max at the end of the stream again. I lost money on the last one for doing that. Not a lot, but I lost some of my hard-earned money from that stream. To be fair to them, they did actually get rid of the sharing on it and let me keep all the ad money. So that was nice of them. I assume they're getting enough at the moment. What are we seeing? Max will be champion 5 years in a row. Screenshot this and remember in 2026. Well, if you wanna hit me up with that one, you can. You absolutely can. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff coming up on the channel as well. The same I just want to sort of cross through while people are talking in chat stuff. Morgan saying he'll be champion for the next 10 years. That's a fun one. We can do that as a sort of challenge thing later on in the year and stuff. But basically, so we do have some sort of stuff that I'm planning to do with the channel over the next month or so. So we're going to lean more... So first of all, these weekly shows, the ones you're listening to right now, will be continuing. Every Wednesday, 6 PM, hopefully, barring if I'm busy doing something, I've gone somewhere. Hello, Reaper, seeing you in the chat as well, hi. So yeah, all of these streams will be... They'll be keeping up. That will continue. I'm going to aim to have a proper video made at least once every 2 weeks. Because that spent quite a lot of time. I spent a lot of time yesterday making the video that was uploaded today. So, yeah, that's what I plan to do. And then also, if you join the community Discord, it is the top link in the description. So if you join that community Discord server, then you'll basically get access to everything that we're planning on doing. We've also got a video coming up where I will be using people on the Discord server for the video. So if you want to be a part... absolutely hit up the Discord link and you can. So, let's head back to the chat. What is everyone saying here? So, yeah, guys, please don't spam, or I will put the time... You know, I might put the timeout back on. Or the slow mode, even. I might put it back on just a bit, just to stop people spamming, because... I'll keep it a reasonable time. I'll do it about 30 seconds or so people can still, you know, have a conversation, but it stops spamming. Right, here we go. So, let's pop that on 30. There we go. Hopefully that should help. Do you think this might cause Lewis to retire? No, I don't know. He seemed okay today when he seems okay, you know, here. So I don't know if he's, you know, planning on retiring or anything. I don't know. In a way, it's either gonna wreck him or he's gonna come back so much stronger next year. And you know, I'm interested to see what kind of Lewis we actually do get. It should be pretty fun. The pandemonium in here, it is, isn't it? What we've got as well. Max's moment. Hamilton's a legend. RaceBeacon, have you heard about Bottas getting blamed for not defending Hamilton? To an extent, yeah. He's received a lot of stick for that. Absolutely, not being able to do what we saw Checo be able to do when, of course, defending against Hamilton. And what Perez did cannot be underestimated. He won Max that championship. What he did won Max Verstappen and Red Bull their first drivers' championship in a decade nearly. So, you know, that's it. That stopped the gap being there for the pit stop when the safety car came out at the end, and ultimately that's why Mercedes didn't pit. What we see? Race we have here. Oh yeah, I read that one. Did Red Bull influence Massey to let them race when Horner contacted Massey? I mean, yes, and I think what we're going to see potentially is rules preventing trying to sway. Well, it's effectively lobbying. That's what it is. They're going to try to stop the lobbying of team principals and team representatives talking to the race director during the race, because you know that's the only way it goes. And now we actually see it a lot. Now we actually see it on TV. There's a lot more attention drawn to it, and I don't think it's a good look for Formula One when those things happen. It's like a manager shouting at the referee to make a decision. It's not in football. It's not on. It's not on. What was it? Your opinion on who will be the next Mercedes driver after Lewis retires? Ooh, I don't know. I can be honest, I don't know. I mean, if Ocon performs well, it could theoretically be him. Obviously, he has ties to the Mercedes Junior program, but yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one where Mercedes go after Hamilton, because obviously they've got Russell to come in alongside Hamilton in 2022, but probably 2023, 2024 onwards, they're going to keep Russell, and it will be a new driver alongside. So actually, go on, guys, in the chat. Who do you think would? Who do you guys think would replace Hamilton? That's a really good question. Hamilton played the loss well. He did. Took it very well. But I really like your content. Could I contact you for some dating of your channel? So I don't know what you're trying to say there, Airborne. Sorry. But my Twitter is at @VSG_beacon. Lando, a lot of shouts for Lando. Dennis Hauger, Verline, Nick DeVries. Yeah, a lot of shouts for Nick as well. Norris Russell, Lando. Yeah, a lot of Lando. Right, now, is this people who want Lando or people who think Lando are going to do it? Reaper saying, Jesus, channels are popping up. Where's my pay cut? Or pay check even. Well, I don't know. I mean, you can get in contact on the Discord now. Supermax. Obviously as well. Lando. If he has a good year, Lando's a possibility. Yeah, potentially. I did see as well, potentially, Lando. I don't know, it's rough because he very much aligned himself with Red Bull this weekend. Said he wanted Max to win at the start. And then, of course, being one of the first to congratulate Max at race end as well. Gasly as well. Yeah, Gasly's not a horrific shout, actually. Red flags, few laps left, should have been an easy decision. Yeah, as I said in the video, that's a decision I absolutely would have gone with, is to red flag that race. George Russell maybe champ. Ocon. Yeah, Ocon. Yeah, I know what, mate. I'd be very surprised. Well, they want Lando. Yeah, I think the people want Lando as well as Mercedes. Maybe, I don't know. What if Mercedes wins the case in court? Now, what will happen is it is either going to be some form of financial payment to Mercedes, or it will end up being an overturn of the results and probably some financial reimbursement as well. Bro, really like your content. Yeah, so Airborne is live. If you want to, you can message me on Twitter at @VSG_beacon. So, there we go. And Chandler Sater wants me to notice him on stream. So there you go, Chandler. Be happy. Piastri, not a bad shout at all from Morgan. Gasly, Carlos, Jarno Opmeer. Do you remember Silverstone GP Lewis? Liam Lawson. Yeah, Liam Lawson. Brondle says that the title should be shared. Yeah, I saw people suggest that in the reply to the video that we uploaded as well today, which I think after this stream you guys should check out if you haven't already. That's a shameless plug, but I don't even care. So yeah, as Morgan says, there's my Twitter, @VSG_beacon. So you can see Morgan put it in the chat. He's one of the admin, one of the moderators. So if you see his blue name. There's a lot more people watching this than I was expecting. This is meant to be like, you know, the calm chat to the chat stream, but it's totally. I'm pretty full on here. I've got my drink and everything. Boris Johnson, Max is robbed in Silverstone. Do you think the chances of Mercedes winning the case are high? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no unless they have some groundbreaking evidence that they do put forward tomorrow. I'm gonna say on balance, no. I don't think the chances of them winning the case is pretty high because there are articles that basically do give Michael Massey the power to almost do what he wants. Again, I covered most of this stuff in the video, but that's why I think it's unlikely. So I'm not going to go over the actual regulations themselves again. That's in the video we uploaded earlier today. But yeah, I don't think it's too likely. I don't think it's too likely it actually will be overturned or they'll win the case. But there's always a chance. There's always a chance. What are we seeing? Mercedes and English fans are sore losers, or sour losers. Why are they the most hated sport fans in the world? That's a bit harsh. Although I think we probably are, aren't we, to be fair? Channel idea, have phone-ins from fans and viewers and get Mrs. Smith on the show. I don't get a Mrs. Smith reference. Am I being really stupid here? Although, yes, I do like the idea of doing Discord phone-in sort of things. We could actually do that at some point as well. With the midweek shows, especially through the winter, because that can keep people engaged a bit, have a chance to sort of come on and talk their talk. Mercedes should appeal. Who am I supporting? I am a McLaren and Lando Norris fan, because I've followed him since karting. And I've followed McLaren the whole time I've been watching F1. So I'm pretty happy with the current arrangement. Oh, Top Gear reference. Oh god, I don't get a Top Gear reference. I'm really sad now. I still don't get it. I feel sad now. I normally get Top Gear references. I don't get that one. What are we seeing here? So RaceBeacon, regulation 15.3 does not give Massey overriding control over the safety car. It gives him overriding control of the course clerk with issues regarding the safety car. Yeah, so basically he has the power. Yeah, he has the power on whether the safety car is withdrawn or actually put out in the first place. Yes. Red Bull. I've just seen someone comment on the video I uploaded earlier saying I don't understand. I'm not making another video for it. I'm not going over all of that again. Nikita Mazepin should be in Merc. I think it will be Vettel because of his good relationship with Toto. Yeah, potentially, but I don't know if I think the ship sailed for Vettel and Mercedes. Unfortunately, as much as I'd loved to see Vettel and Hamilton in a Mercedes this year, I think that one has sailed. When I did the radio station, oh yes. Oh, that's why. Oh, yes, Morgan. Yes, I actually get that one. I get that. I get it. I remember it. Thank you. Oh God. See, I remember Top Gear. Poof. Come on. I agree. I think English fans on average are the worst. Most of the country hate Hamilton. Yeah. Lewis and Mercedes deservedly lost based on the whole season. Supermax all the way from Sean. Chat. Jeremy Clarkson or Toto Wolff. Oh God, we're not starting that one. What was it? Who do you think is better at McLaren, Lando or Daniel? Going into the season, I'd have said pretty confidently Daniel, but evidently that's the car didn't suit his driving style at all. Maybe next year we'll see a more competitive Daniel Ricciardo, we can know for sure. But on the evidence of this season, you absolutely have to say it was Lando. He did a better job. Absolutely. Come on, guys, keep it. No name calling in the chat. I can't read half of these out on stream. Do you think it what a FIA score? Sorry, I don't know what that means. If there's any chance of Hamilton becoming champion if Mercedes won in court. If they won in court, potentially it would either be a big financial payout or, championship results would be overturned and he'd become champion. It'd be one of those two. You still can't accept the offer. It's offer, I don't know. Got to go for a bit. We'll be back later. Okay, we're going to see a little bit later. Even if rules were broken, Lewis never drove over the finish line first, so speculating that he would, and giving him the title would never happen. Well, no, what they'd do is they'd put it on count back to a previous lap. Very likely the penultimate lap of the race. Do I think it's fair, says Alfie, and that's a big question. No, I absolutely do not think it's fair. Not from a championship point of view. I mean, as a whole, if you look at the video that I uploaded earlier, I have to keep plugging it because I sort of cover a lot of this stuff. I do a who gained and who lost out from this decision by Michael Massey that's pretty much unprecedented in the history of Formula 1. So, yeah, I'd say a lot of people lost out from it, absolutely. So, on balance, I'd say no, it was pretty unfair. It was pretty unfair. Has a situation like this happened in the past? No, it has absolutely not, says Goodbye. No, it has absolutely not. And that's why I don't really know here. People say, oh yeah, what do you think is going to happen? I don't know in this case. I really genuinely don't. Lewis is a fast driver and it's not him but Merck. Who does it? Who does it? I'm a Max fan, but Lewis has no blame. I'm a Lewis fan, but I'm kind of glad Max won. Both will fight even harder next season. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully we do get more. I really want to see Verstappen and Leclerc racing each other a lot more as well, because both of them have very similar battle driving styles when they actually go head to head. So that was brilliant to watch at Silverstone in 2019. Yeah, because it's Pierre Gasly in the Red Bull. So 2019 at Silverstone, that was mega to watch. Especially being at the track when they would go side by side through Stowe. It's just wow. It's crazy. And RaceBeacon, who has been the better driver for Ferrari, Sainz or Leclerc? Now that's a great question. I think Charles Leclerc has more raw pace, but Sainz has fantastic race pace. He really does have really good race pace. In qualifying, it's 100% Charles, but in the race, I think Carlos does somewhat pull his own weight there. And of course, he won in the championship battle in the end. And it all came down to that mistake in Monaco, pretty much for Leclerc there, because he'd have beaten Lando and Carlos if Monaco didn't happen. Prost v Senna 1989, that was a robbery too. That was, yes, yeah. But I don't think that one quite went to the courts, as far as I'm aware. Or at least not against the FIA itself, so. Max fake champion. People saying Sainz by far. I never respect Max as a true champion. Massey made the F1 the WWE. Greetings from the Netherlands. Hello, Reed. How are you doing? What time tomorrow will Max get this championship trophy? I don't know what time. I don't know the schedule of the gala. But some people have said it would be funny if Mercedes fully launched their protest or their appeal, actually in this case, when he's receiving the trophy. But pretty much, once your signature's on that trophy, I don't think there's much going back, to be honest. So Mercedes might need to hurry up and present their case fairly soon. But like I say, we'll probably be going live again tomorrow to cover right at the dead of the appeal to see if anything comes out of Mercedes. Because the time's ebbing slightly closer until we're, getting to that point. What are we seeing? What are we seeing? I'm going to have a quick look as well to see if there's anything going on. Any sort of breaking news. Because sometimes breaking news does come out when I'm actually streaming. And that does annoy me when I finish a stream, then look on Twitter and see that loads of new things have happened. Loads of new things have happened. Right. So it doesn't seem Tin Hat Time Hamilton would not want to win in. So Ben Hunt from the Sun saying in Tin Hat Time Hamilton would not want to win the F1 title in court, so Mercedes need to move on. I mean that's an interesting one. What are we seeing? What are we seeing? Tracks. So yeah, I don't think there's any real news in this sense of what's going on at the moment. Is yeah, no breaking news on this. And like I said, it's been complete radio silence. Let's head over to Mercedes' actual Twitter account as well. So here we go. This is the last time I showed this on the stream. Sir Lewis Hamilton, he is officially now Sir Lewis, having been knighted by the Prince of Wales today at Windsor Castle. So there you go. Some nice photos for any Hamilton fans, I'm sure they'll love to see. There you go. So let's head to the Mercedes F1 page. And it's been complete radio silence since they lodged the notice of intention to appeal on the 12th of December. It's now the 15th of December. So, yeah, they haven't got a lot longer to do this. They've got until tomorrow. So there you go. That is their last post. And they are still, according to their Twitter, 7 times Formula 1 world champions, which isn't right. So I don't know whether their admin's just been off for a very big pub crawl and hasn't come back yet, or what here. How can an accident caused by someone else result in a leader losing his massive lead? That does not seem fair at all. Yeah, but that's motorsport. That's motorsport. That's how the regulations are written in that sense. And I think safety cars, they happen so regularly that over the course of the season, it does actually even out. Unlike the race director effectively making up his own rules for a one-time thing to try to have a good end to the race. I think that's very much different. That is very much different. Hello from the Netherlands. Hello, Martina. Oh, I remember you being here before. Hello, Martina. I hope you've had a good week so far. Let's also not forget Mercedes' effed up strategy. I don't think they did. I don't think I'd have made any... In hindsight, yes, but I don't think I'd have made a single different decision to what Mercedes actually did. The choice not to pit under VSC was a fine one because it prevented them having to race Max on track again. Which I can't see a way that didn't end in a crash. So, yeah, I don't object to that one too much at all. And also, we have the safety car pit stop. Realistically, that race shouldn't have restarted. And Mercedes would have thought that race wouldn't have restarted, and it would have been too much of a risk to give up track position. So that's why they didn't pit. So I think they made the right decisions, just obviously not in hindsight. At the time, though, they were the right decisions, balancing the risk. Unfortunately, it didn't go their way. But if the regulations were followed to the T, then it probably would have gone their way. So that's why there's so much debate about all of this. 3 drivers fighting for championship next season, says Techie Panther. Hopefully, absolutely. I don't mind there being 2 drivers going for it because it's... I don't know, it's not as... You get a good story arc between them. You know, it to and fro's all season. But when there's 3, it's just more chaotic. You've got so much stuff going on. I prefer that. Where's Palmer? Jolyon Palmer. I don't know, somewhere in Somerset. I don't know. Why should Red Bull get punished for bad decisions by the FIA, though? It should be the FIA getting punished. Yeah, right. So here's the thing. And this is what's... From a technical point of view, if the results are overturned, Red Bull are not being punished. They're not being hit with any form of penalty at all. But, of course, they are coming off worse from that sort of decision. So they're not actually being directly punished themselves, but it doesn't go their way, if that makes any sense. It's not a penalty against them. It would be, if the courts decide, it'd be ratifying or correcting a decision that went originally for them that shouldn't have been. So, yeah. It's very confusing legal grounds. Very confusing. Is Uber saying, is what it is, I'm over the drama, let's just hope next year is consistent and good. Yeah, hopefully. And of course, eyes will move to next season, and I will, of course, start doing 2022 F1 coverage pretty much as soon as this whole fiasco is over. But like I said as well, I know loads of new people that have joined. So, join the Discord server. It is the top link in the description. So if you join the Discord server, then we're also going to be doing some videos in the very near future going over elements of the F1 season. So if you want a chance to get involved in some of these videos in the future, then absolutely hop onto the Discord server, go to the announcements page, and you can see what's being planned there. So there you go. If you want to do that, absolutely feel more than free to. Worst could happen is race invalidation in my eyes. Yeah, potentially from the Lost Penguin, potentially. It's either going to be going to results from the penultimate lap, or it would be completely nulling the race. Why aren't I following Lewis? Oh, this is just my news account, this one. This is literally like just for news. I can follow him if you want. I don't follow most of the teams either. I don't even follow Mercedes. Although I will do that because we're very likely to be covering them tomorrow. So that's a good idea. We'll definitely follow Mercedes. So yeah, Lewis would have put up some videos, I assume, of him being knighted today. Oh no, he hasn't. He's been media silent since... Wow, okay, so Hamilton's been media silent completely as well since the race. So I don't know. I don't know if this is Mercedes not wanting to say anything that could prevent a court case going their way or not. I don't think new viewers will tune in next season. No, it's a rough one, isn't it? It's a rough one. I think a lot of... I feel like a lot of Dutch viewers who are new will tune in next season. I feel. Although, wasn't this the last race Zico had free-to-air TV, though? I swear it's changing some way. I don't know. What's it? RaceBeacon. Don't you think Matty's decision at IFL 2020 and declaration set up a legal precedent? I don't know if it's a legal precedent. I think it showed he had an understanding of how the rules and procedures should go. But I can't say it set a legal precedent. I wouldn't say it did set a legal precedent. But it definitely showed that he knows how these regulations are meant to be. And he deliberately went against them. So he thought it was the right decision at the time. We have a donation as well from $5 from Nikki Johnson saying, not gonna lie, Massey sounded like Christian's side chick when he gave me a moment and then proceeded to when he said give me a moment, yes, and then let the 5 cars go, like what the hell's going on. Yeah, that's where a lot of frustration comes from. Nikki, thank you so much for the donation, it means a lot. But yeah, that's obviously where a lot of the frustration does lie. Max Verstappen champion. Zico lost rights. It goes to Viaplay. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I did see that then. I do remember that correctly. So yeah, it was. I don't know if it'll actually increase the viewership in the Netherlands, but maybe some more people are going to be likely to switch over to the new directors, new broadcasters. Beacon, why did Red Bull retire a healthy car on the final lap? Well, I think what the situation there is that they saw there was potentially an issue with the engine and they just absolutely did not want to risk causing another safety car that would prevent Max overtaking or prolonging the safety car period itself. Which is why I'm surprised Mercedes didn't just park Bottas on the side of the road near the restart. I was quite surprised by that as well. It's like, oh no, Bottas has spun. Oh, what a shame. Or, oh no, he's broke down. Or, oh, Valtteri, stop, quick. There's something wrong. Just anything like that. Beaten last minute. People saying, were Brits this butt hurt when Nico won? I wouldn't say so. I was on Twitter at the time and saw people talking about it, but I wouldn't say it was. There was not as much uproar. It was very much in this one due to the manner in which it happened. I think if it was absolutely a fair fight in the race, then it wouldn't really have been anywhere near as controversial. I don't think we'd have been talking about it now, really. But, alas, we are probably going to go to court. So, who knows? I'm happy that the world know Lewis was robbed and Toto did not lobby for no safety car. Mercedes would be foolish to keep this legal stuff up. They have made billions marketing Mercedes from an old man's car into a racing car. So I'm having to drink. There's too much going on at the moment. If you stop or trap because of an issue, you investigate it. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Oh, yeah. They'd have had to have found an issue on the car, yes. Discord invite doesn't work. Okay, is anyone there able to give me a new Discord invite? Let me try it. I'll set it to the welcome page. It's working for a lot of people. A lot of people are getting in, but it must just not be working for some people. Right, let me put a new link in the top of the description then for everyone. An update as well from Nikki saying, you're actually the first YouTuber I sent a super chat. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Means a lot. Right, let me quickly put the new Discord link then here. And if someone could maybe try the Discord and tell me if it works, that'd be brilliant, because I don't know. I don't know if it would work. Screen Lewis was robbed and Mercedes' fault for not pitting. We've sort of covered that one a little bit earlier on. I think in hindsight, it was clearly the wrong decision, but... Okay, Reaper's got me one. I think I trust his more than mine. So, copy link. Yeah. Oh, does this work? Oh, fantastic! Brilliant stuff. Right, I'll put this link in then. I trust Reaper's one more than mine. Right, let's put that in. There we go. Brilliant. People saying Massey's got to go. We've got Emil saying, what do you think Red Bull's arguments would have been should Lewis was handed the title the same way? Do you think Chrissy would have said the same things? Yeah, I think honestly both sides would be complaining and making the exact same arguments either way. Yeah, being brutally honest, I think the exact same things would have been said and it would be going through the fairly similar procedure now. So obviously it's just it just depends which way it ended up going. Lewis is the 8th championship winner. Everyone who says Lewis should have won that race, remember, if he didn't hit Max in the GP of England, so Silverstone, Max did win already one race before Abu Dhabi. Max is champ, sorry Sir Lewis. Feels like a cheat that Max could still win even if they throw out the last race, even though one of the race winners was 2 laps behind a safety car in Spa. That Massey then waved off with half points. Yeah, as well, that's probably my second biggest criticism of Massey, was the handling of that Spa race. That was a rough one. Do you really think they deserve the World Drivers' Championship considering they crashed out Max 2 times in a row? It wasn't deliberate, so I don't know. That sort of boils down to, I imagine, what side you're on, and I don't. It doesn't really change my opinion too much. What we seeing as well? Could you see Mercedes pulling out of F1 over this, and it could also dissuade Porsche from entering the sport, and Volkswagen as well. Why spend all that money if the race director can destroy a championship? Yeah, that's the thing. I think the most likely thing to come out of this is major reform of how the race director's powers are used, the procedures, how strict procedures have to be, and things like that, just to stop this happening again. Because it's not a good look for Formula One. It's not a good look. What's it as well? It was Helix saying it was deliberate. I don't think it was. Again, people might have a different opinion on that, but for me, I don't think it was deliberate. You've got heavy tyres. You've got heavy car at the start of the race, cold tyres. You're going to understeer. For me, it's just racing instinct going for a gap. Boycott Mercedes now. Losers. They can't take Max's title though, can they? It's not his fault. He won. Michael screwed up, not him. Red Bull took advantage of that and pitted for soft, so I don't see the problem there other than Massey. No, and that's the thing. They're not going to punish Red Bull for anything. That's the thing. Red Bull will not receive a punishment. There won't be a sanction against Red Bull. What it would be is a race result going to a lap before, let's say, which isn't a punishment for Red Bull. It acts as one, and it has the same consequences, but it's not a punishment for them. It's, yeah. Like I say, it's really confusing. It really genuinely is, but there's a lot to discuss, a lot going on there. Mercedes don't have added value to motorsport. Exit those losers from Formula 1. F1 is really trying to sweep this under the rug, and they keep making excuses for Massey's rogue action. So, yeah, Vesk saying, I've noticed that. There's none of the bigger, none of the bigger broadcasters, channels really talking about this too much, and F1 seem to have been hiding a lot of it from their actual media themselves, so it's an odd one, but it is a weird one. But like I say as well, look, we can see Mercedes haven't posted anything since they lodged the notice of intention to appeal, and the thing they launched before that was the protest. This is saying how the protest was dismissed, actually. Is this the first one or is it the second one? Let me... Interested party. So yeah, this is not the safety car one. This is the this is this one. This is the actual against the race classification one. So yeah, since they posted that, they've only posted their intention to appeal minutes after. Actually, how quickly did they lodge the intention to appeal? So that was 8:02, and so about half an hour later they lodged their notice of intention to appeal, which indicates to me they probably do have something to add to this argument, but who knows? Who knows? I think this is genuinely one that we just have to wait on. Road 4K. Yeah, should we do that? Let's head over. I just had a quick look as well at the sub count. So should we do a 4K sub push? Should I pull out the Wii music, guys? Do you want the Wii music? It's very exciting, the Wii music. When is the gala? The gala is tomorrow. The racing route. The gala is tomorrow. What's the point of rules if they could be dropped at a whim? Pretty much purely because it looks for TV. Yeah, I think there's nothing like the race procedure should be followed. I think that should be the way it goes, but evidently not. Evidently not. So what are we seeing? What are we seeing? Fake race. I hope they're going to cry more and destroy their brand. Okay. Lily wants the Wii music. We're going to go for the Wii music. It's happening. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, in my professional opinion, as a god, you should. Yeah, look, we've got the sub push. Yeah, come. Yeah, let's go. Let's get to 4,000. Woo. Yeah, oh, the music stopped. No, Come back. There we go. Oh yes, this is a good one. Yes, this is a banger. You get more amazing bits of music like this if you subscribe to the channel. Yeah. I thought this was OnlyFans. No, we're not playing Supermax again. We did Supermax before. And as it turns out, they do actually have copyright stuff on Supermax. So this is really loud, isn't it? This is pretty loud. Let me turn this down. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's a lot better. Right, what else are we seeing? So it's Race of Races, Max Champion. This is what happens. There we go. If we can get to 4K, that's actually mad. Like, that's for full context as well. On the 12th of November, so that's a month and 3 days ago, we were on 230 subscribers. So to be like anywhere near 4K in a matter of a month is just absolutely ridiculous as well. What are we seeing? Play Sir Lewis. Is someone gonna make Sir Lewis a song? I'm up for that. Right. Okay. We're done with the music now. We're done with the music. Right. So let's take a look. So Toto got to mention WD management involved. So many Mercedes and Lewis fans tears. Max can fill swimming pool with them. It's a good look for anyone that isn't a Mercedes fan. You want racers to race. If it was within the rules to make the decision he did, then there was nothing to fuss about. Otherwise, change the rules. And yeah, that's another good point as well. People disagree that we hate the police. Do you mean stewards in this case? Otherwise, I felt it's a pretty controversial statement to make on stream. How do you have almost 3K viewers with only 4K subs? This is awesome. Guess the YouTube algorithm likes you. It absolutely does. It's crazy. Honestly, it's absolutely mad. Race director has the authority to make decision, but his decision was not equal. No, I feel like at the end of the day, a much better idea would have been to just do the red flag. It would have been a fair end, and I don't know. It's a rough one. It's a real rough one. So Massey is a hero for dealing with the shouting he got. Oh, Morgan, I have returned. Fear me. Oh, there we go. Played the Zodak, the Prix, as Lewis is being knighted. Who won the last Grand Prix? Well, last Grand Prix would have been Max Verstappen, yes. Sub push. No, Morgan, I've just done that. I've just done it. I've just done the sub push. It's so funny. Every time we do the sub push as well, the viewer count drops like an absolute brick. It's so funny. It's like, oh, watch the content? Yeah, absolutely. Sub to it. Ugh. No, I'm kidding. Because it's not Twitch, what we're seeing. So this is like Rosberg Championship. It's about legacy. People are always second-guessing what was done in real time. Mercedes fans are the same as Real Madrid fans. Utterly bad losers who can't admit they make bad decisions, and that is a fact. Phantom, by any chance, are you a Barcelona fan? Right, Max is a controversial champion, period. No honour, no for Maiden. I don't know, I feel like he's handled it pretty well as well, though. I'd say both Max and Lewis have handled it very well. They've presented themselves very well at the end of this, and we are only 5 subscribers away from 4K. So who wants to be the world's coolest person and be our 4,000th subscriber, huh? Who wants to do that? Who wants to be so cool? There you go, come on, 4 more, come on. I don't think you guys have the balls to do it, quite frankly. 3 more, oh wow. Oh, this gets old very quickly, doesn't it? So, you know, I like seeing all of the milestone stuff, so. Right, what have we got? Max should be ashamed to be a champion in a cheating way. I don't think it was... They didn't cheat, though. That's the important thing to mention. They didn't actually technically do anything wrong themselves, so... I don't know, it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. Hang on, we're about to hit it. We're about to hit it. Who's going to do it? Who's good? Yay! There we go, guys. There we go. Thank you so much. Means a lot. I'm the world's coolest person on subs to resub. Cheers, Morgan. You dare challenge me, mortal. Yeah, sorry about that, train boy. Can I unsubscribe and subscribe again? If that's a way to win a championship, what are going to be the rules now moving forward? Well, I don't know if they're going to change the rules much going forwards. I think they obviously should. There's absolutely a case to change the rules going forward, but I don't know how they're going to handle it. I really don't. For 5 subs or just subs. Oh, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. I guess I have to change it to road to... Do I change it to road to 5? Should I do 4.5k so we reach it quicker? It makes me feel happier. There we go. I feel like the stream's more delayed than normal as well today. Everything seems slower in the chat, which is a bit weird. Congrats. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Means a lot. Mercedes cheated, not Red Bull. I don't think any of them cheated in the end. I think they both ran fair campaigns. Fair campaigns, I think. Who was 4,000? First question. We'll never know who the coolest person was. 5k. No, I'm doing 4.5k, Morgan, because then it makes me happy. Where can I watch the award ceremony? That's a great question. I'm going to Google it for you. Yeah, FIA Gala. Where can I watch the FIA Gala? So you can see it. Let me see. So it starts at 4 o'clock in France time. So is that CET, I think? 4 o'clock. That's when the FIA Champions press conference will commence. You can also tune in on Facebook of the FIA, amongst other things. So the departure of Jean Todt as president of the FIA, of course. There's a new president for the FIA coming up as well. There's an election going up for that as well that I'm not going to cover because it's a bit boring, to be honest. So is there a way to really see... So yeah, it'll be on the FIA Facebook, the gala itself, but we'll be covering any news regarding the Mercedes protest. So if they come out, make a post at any point, because like I say, there's still, if we head over, head back over here. Oh, that's the wrong one. No, the season's not over yet. I forgot to delete those. Let me delete those. We don't need those anymore. Goodbye. There we go. I should have deleted those after stream, but here we go. So yeah, like I say, Mercedes has been completely radio silent on all of this. So Kimi for FIA president from Elias, making a good shout there. Toto's a loser. These nuts. Thank you, sliced bread. Like Silverstone, it was the right decision. At RaceBeacon, don't you think when Red Bull pitted Max, they assumed the penalty of having 5 lap cars between him and Lewis and Massey basically erased that penalty? I think, so don't you think when Red Bull pitted Max, they assumed the penalty of having 5 lap cars between him and Lewis and Massey erased that what penalty? Oh, what, the penalty for pitting? Yeah, sorry, I don't really get what you mean there, sorry. British fans react just like Euro 2020. Their Twitter has liked things, though. Yeah, their Twitter has liked things, yeah, but obviously likes don't have to be legal endorsements or legal statements, so... What have they been liking, actually? Let's see what they've been liking. Let's snoop. So they've liked the BRDC posts on Lewis being knighted today. Sir Lewis being knighted today. Yeah, so that's stuff they've liked pretty much. And that. Oh, that's nice. I didn't see that during the race. That's nice. I want to know what they were saying. I really do want to know what they said there. That's nice, though. That's nice. Yeah. So really nothing too new. Nothing too new. But yeah, they're obviously not making any big, statements themselves because that's stuff that they can actually then take to a court. So, what are we looking at? Right, let's head back here. So as I was saying, at RaceBeacon, congrats, I'm really happy that you're at 4K. Thank you so much, Aditya. Means the world. Means the world. I really want to get to 5 by the... Did I say 5k at the end of the... No, I'm not gonna go that far. Let's go with aim for 5k before the start of the 2022 season. I think that's a fair one, I think. I love how Lewis fans act like if Lewis wasn't in the exact same position as Max's last lap, they wouldn't have taken that chance. Want to blame him? I don't think anyone's blaming... Yeah, I don't think anyone's actually blaming Mercedes or Red Bull or the drivers themselves. They didn't break any rules. They didn't do anything wrong. Obviously, the big issue... It's a tough one, isn't it? It's a real tough one. Morgan's saying they have the right to remain silent. Anything they say and do will be used against them in court. Morgan has summed that up very well. Yes, that is basically it. What is Formula One? Great question, Bug Spot. No one knows really. Just some cars going around. That's it really. Next season, 5k, Lewis claims back what's rightfully his. Also, no, I can't read. Next season, Sir Lewis Hamilton. Why did I read that as 5k? I think it's because I said it a minute ago, but I have no idea what I'm talking about. Emil's saying, I'm talking about the fact that Max could have raced Lewis on used rubbers and then they pit him. They basically assume the fact that he will have to overtake some lap car. Ah, right. Okay, yes. Yeah. Obviously, they'd have preferred the lap cars got out of the way, and that would be normal procedure. But the thing that I have an issue with here is, and like, look, this is where I stand on it fundamentally. Michael Massey has made a massive mistake. He either had to let all of the cars go or none of the cars go. You cannot set as a precedent going forwards that the race director could just choose who gets to unlap themselves. Because I'm going to do it again. I'm going to plug the video that I uploaded earlier. Everyone go watch it at the end of the stream if you haven't already, because honestly, it's a full summary of everything that went on in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, looking at the regulations, what happened, what the arguments were, and what the stewards' arguments were as well. So I put a lot of work into that yesterday, so any support on that would mean the world, and the comments on it so far have been, well, they've been absolutely mega, to be honest. I've loved to read the comments that are coming in, so it means the world. Love it. Well, also on that video is now at 2K views. That's crazy, as well. In how long has it been? It's been 4 hours. 2K views. That's mad. We've got Max, Super Max. Too bad Lewis couldn't hold his own against Max during that last lap. Honestly, it's impossible. There was no chance he was going to keep Max behind, especially in the final sector as well. Max probably would have done it on the outside of some corner. It was a rough one. Massey in the IFL Grand Prix said last year that every car should unlap themselves. Yep, we covered that in the video as well. So, yeah. Basically, we sort of went over all of the points in that, so don't want to get too much into re-explaining the details in that video. So, RaceBeacon basically cleared Max's front and kept his back protected. Yeah, pretty much. He prevented Carlos Sainz, Bottas, anyone behind from being a threat to Max, and that's my issue with it. You know, it has to be all or nothing. You can't let some of them go and not others. Aditya saying, will the gala be streamed live? Yeah, we looked at it a second ago. It's going to be streamed live on... I'll bring it up on the screen for you. It's going to be streamed live on the FIA Facebook page. So this is a GP blog article. So if I quickly put that up. There we go. So it says here that... where was it? Ah, here we go. This can be followed live via the Facebook account of the FIA. So there you go. So if you want to watch the gala, that's the place to see it, as so it reads at the moment. But yeah, there you go. What's going back on in the chat? Let's see what you're all saying. I think they should have put red flag in the race, keep it 50-50. Yeah, absolutely. Kevin, absolutely what I would go with. I'd have done red flag, 5 laps to go, so you have a 4-lap sprint to the end of the race. Yeah, for me, that's a no-brainer, but evidently not. Good evening from Italy. Hello, Mattia. How are you doing? Good evening indeed. I've got another about 25 minutes or so, so any burning questions you have, get them put in the chat, because I'm heading off to do a commentary on some virtual cars this time out later tonight, so I'll be a bit there. Have I looked into the tyre test? Should we look at that? Should we go over the results from the tyre test? I have had a look at them myself, but we can have a quick look. Let me swap over to that RaceBeacon account. So where would we actually see that? This is a great question. Where would we actually find the results? I've seen them all already. I'm not entirely sure. Well, we've got some post-season testing pit lane walkabout. So this is on the, I assume, the F1 channel. From Councillor Sam Collins, who is actually, I think, nearly my councillor, which is really weird. With where I've ended up at university, so that's properly weird. Should we look at the hashtag F1 testing? We'll go for that. Try to get some results up here. I know people have posted pictures of the timesheets, so we do have some. So, oh, look at that, Lando Norris, where he rightfully deserves to be, up in P1. What a god, he is the greatest of all time. Look, this is undisputed evidence. He beat Robert Schwartzman. He's clearly the greatest of all time, guys. What have we got in the chat then? Yeah, a lot of people saying Massey go as well. So let's have a look at the poll, actually. So we've had 10,600 votes on the poll. Should Michael Massey remain as race director for 2022? 42% of people saying yes, and 58% as of now saying no, and he should be sacked. Am I commentator on F1 esports? No, not on F1 esports. I think, yeah, not on F1 esports. I do F1 commentary for esports, but not like the official Formula One esports. I think Twitch for the place I'm commentating tonight is Team Shazoo. So I'll be in the comms box for that one. Lando's my goat. There we go, Oreo Lula. Sorry, I can't say that. I'm really bad. Autosport results for Test Day 2. Autosport do have the results, do they? Surprised they posted it. I know they do for pre-season. I normally use them a lot for pre-season, but thank you, Morgan. Thank you. There we go. We've got the full timings. Oh, okay. Never mind. Lando got beaten by a Haas. Not the goat. Not the goat in my book. Sorry. Rubbish, really. Right. So we've got Robert Schwartzman in the Haas performing pretty well. So I'm just gonna say right from the start here, this isn't representative. We'd just like to point that out. So yeah, Robert Schwartzman beating out Lando Norris, Vettel, Russell, Gasly, Sainz, Alonso. So obviously this is just 2022 tyres, not 2021 cars. So it doesn't mean a lot going forward. It's just, if anything, this is more how the tyres react to this year's car. So yeah, like I say, here's the results for anyone who's interested though. Thank you, Morgan, for that. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to close that and that one. There we go. And then head back here. There we go. Fantastic. Cheers, Morgan. Thank you very much. Piano saying my goat is Jim Clark. Yeah, a lot of people go for that one as well. A lot of people do go for Jim. Senna is the goat. Oh god, we're not having the goat debate now, are we? Robert 3 tips faster than Mazepin Q1. Yeah, that's the interesting one actually. That's the interesting one. $150 laps a lot. Yeah, absolutely. They are testing these tyres a lot. Absolutely going for it. Where's Mick and Mazepin? Neither of them were in the car today, so I don't know. If FIA was more organised and let lap cars through one lap earlier, there would be no controversy. Nope, there wouldn't. FIA didn't want to decide championship by their mess up and not letting them through immediately. Yeah, pretty much, and then made the worst decision and most unfair decision in letting only some of them go. So yeah, that's where that issue arises. We're also now at 4.1k subscribers, which is just mind-blowing, like actually mind-boggling. I think that'll be the aim. We'll aim for 5k subs by the start of next season, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can do that. Fingers crossed we can do that. Toto crying. We've got Merck decided not to give Ham fresh tyres, not Massey. Yeah, but like we sort of said, Lizette, before, I think that's only something you can argue in hindsight, and at the time they absolutely did make the right decisions, and you can argue if the normal procedure was followed, then they still would have won the championship. So I don't know, it's difficult. Who will place Massey if Mercedes win the appeal? That's a mega question. I assume one of the most experienced stewards, I'd imagine. Whoever feels up for the job. Couldn't even begin to speculate on that one. Did you read what Brad Philpott or Brad Filton or Philpott? Fun fact: I beat Bradley Philpott in a go-kart race before, so you know you can talk the talk. As did my friend. Fun fact. What have we got here? Recap, bro, please. So, Hardik, basically what's going on at the moment. There's nothing breaking. This is just our midweek show. We're just, chatting with everyone about Formula 1 in the chat. Tomorrow, we're very likely to be going live with what the main story is the Mercedes. Currently, both the Formula 1 and the Formula E team are boycotting procedures for the gala at the moment, indicating they're probably either incredibly salty or going to be launching something pretty big tomorrow. So we're going to be covering tomorrow live. If any breaking news comes out, I'll head right on it and we'll go live. So, and try to decode everything that's going on, and I'll try to explain it to my best with my very limited legal knowledge. I know the regulations now because they're ingrained in my mind. The amount of times I've had to read them in the last few days, but. What's going on in the chat? Lewis is still best driver in Great Britain. Nobody will want to drive Mercedes again if they go right only if they go right only the British. Yes, I think I know what you mean. Yes, yeah. Lawyers are going to be involved soon. Potentially. Look, from Mercedes' side, I imagine the lawyers the lawyers were involved in Abu Dhabi. You had Paul Harris, who I memed the hell out of in my video. Hey guys, if you didn't know, you should go watch that video. It's the most recent upload on the channel. See, I'm plugging it. I'm good at these plugs. It's seamless. You don't even know I'm doing them. But yeah, so the lawyers already very much have got involved in all of this. At RaceBeacon, I've checked the entire safety car history, and minimum number of laps completed after safety car retired was 6. I've checked the entire history of safety car, and minimum number of laps completed after safety car was 6. Completed under safety car, do you mean? Or because there's definitely been less than that before. Oh no, I don't know what you mean. Only one driver on the grid could have beat him on that last lap, Verstappen. Yeah. Really bizarre to see the hate between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen fans. Both drivers had a hell of a season, and Nog Max Verstappen is a bad champ. Bizarre. Yes, yeah, I agree. Yes, Mikey. Max goes to Mercedes. What do you hope to see in this appeal? I hope to see Michael Massey replaced with someone who's going to follow the normal procedures better. I don't really care which way it goes, to be honest. RaceBeacon, do you think they could reverse the title and give Lewis it? Yeah, absolutely. If it goes to court and they deem it, unfair and the regulations were broken, then potentially, yeah. If not, it'll be some kind of financial reimbursement. I subbed and liked. Gonna waste my time on a game now. Keep it up, RaceBeacon. Thank you so much, Martin. Thank you so much. Really does mean a lot. Really does. What we've got? Why no red flag? That's a big question. Then restart 5 laps to go, which would be a fair end to season. Yes, absolutely, Lorenzo. Absolutely. And that's what should have happened. Morgan saying thoughts on Dan Camish and BTCC. Gonna be honest, I don't really follow it. I just watch it every now and again. I don't really watch it too much. I'm gonna give it a Google though. I'm gonna have a look at it because obviously I do know what both of them are. So what's that? Makes BTCC return. Great. Yeah. I don't really have a massive opinion on it. I don't follow either of them enough to properly comment. I do enjoy watching BTCC though. When I think the ITV have the highlights on at like 12 o'clock at night, sometimes I do catch it, and I do enjoy the racing, but I've never got into it, and I don't know why actually, because I think I'd really enjoy it, and I have when I've watched highlights of it, so I really should get into it. I might do going forward actually. Can they crown both drivers champion? No, not really, no. They could give like an honorary championship out, but I don't know. It's a tricky spot now. They've put themselves in a really difficult spot to get out of. At RaceBeacon, Mick Schumacher defended his father's record by having that incident with Latifi. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Max News, fake champ. BTCC ghosted. BTCC is goated. Everyone should watch it. Yeah, no, I agree actually. I really do enjoy it. I don't know why I haven't got into it actually, because I've never watched it and not enjoyed it, so I don't know why I haven't. RaceBeacon, 5 years ago, this would have been a black flag race. For whom? Don't go on F1 Twitter, it's pure cancer. No, F1 Twitter's rough. I've been in F1 Twitter since 2016. It's rough. It's a rough place, guys. You do realise Red Bull will appeal if they overturn the result. Can you appeal an appeal though? That's the big question. Morgan saying I just watch BTCC on ITV Hub at like 8 PM on a Sunday night. Nice viewing to end the day. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I normally see it, like I say, about midnight when ITV just randomly show it on TV. That's how I normally watch it. Any news on the young driver test? Anyone that stood out / disappoint? Well, Schwartzman did go 3/10 quicker than Mazepin's Q1 time, so I suppose Schwartzman very much proving he's a capable driver, but we somewhat knew that anyway. The F2 grid this year is a lot stronger than last year's, there's no doubt about that. And I'm still gutted Oscar Piastri, we won't be seeing him in Formula 1 next year. Absolutely gutted. Morgan, F1 Twitter should only be used for emergencies, yep. We're too far into it, Morgan. There's no way out for us. We're too far into it. There's no escape now. Next year is wide open. Should be another exciting season. Sorry, Mercedes. Hopefully it is. I really, really hope we get... I just hope we get a really exciting season. Really, but... I don't know. I don't know how it will go. Can't call it either way at all at the moment. You know what? Like I said, actually, this is a good time to plug again. I'm going to be covering all of pre-season testing live. So, yeah, there you go. If that's not a reason to subscribe and see me punish myself throughout the course of several days in a row streaming 8 hours, I don't know what is a good reason to subscribe. I'm going to hate myself at the end of the first day, yet alone at the end of the week. So, Massey doesn't seem fit enough. FIA tainted Max's title just like Lewis is on his 100th win. Max have to win a title. Yeah, I mean, the FIA didn't taint Lewis's 100th win. That was more circumstantial with the rain, but yeah. I do get your point. At RaceBeacon, could this get to a civil court after FIA appeal? After all, it's about money as well. Yeah, there's a lot of money involved here. A lot of money. Morgan saying I foresee a Charles v Lewis title fight in 2022. I think that's definitely up there as one of the more likely options. I don't think George is going to be as quick as Lewis in the races. I think he might do okay in qualifying, but I think come races it's going to be yeah, I think Hamilton should have the lead there. And also, yeah, I think Ferrari are going to be strong next year. I think Ferrari are going to go back to being a championship winning car. That could age terribly, but I think that at the moment at least. Go for every race and decide who you think will win despite no knowledge on next year's cars for fun. Oh my god. It's a rough one. No, Mikey, no. Let's hope they put out of F1. Max Paper Champ. I remember all the BS Hamilton caused 2016 when Nico won. Hamilton is a sport brat, always complaining about something. I mean, to be fair to him, he hasn't actually complained about anything that's happened, apart from obviously immediately on the radio. But like he's handled this really well, like very, very well. If there was gravel or sand, Hamilton would have been in it behind Verstappen. Imagine Mercedes goes to court, would win, Lewis becomes champion, and nobody in the Netherlands buys a Mercedes anymore. I could see that happening. I really could. Full boycott of Mercedes. Grismice is saying, holy, you're starting to over 1,000 views every stream now. Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of the people watching, I imagine, you know, obviously came from the stream on Sunday, and hopefully you guys stick with us. I do hope so, absolutely, because it's good. There's so many people to talk to. Love it. We get a lot of opinions on here, and like I say, another plug for the Discord server. Wow, we've had a lot more people in there. There's now 429 in the Discord. So if you head over to the Discord server, you go to announcements, you actually have the chance to get involved in a video that's going to be uploaded on this channel, probably in the next month or so. So if you join the Discord, top link in the description, head to the announcements page, then yes, you can see everything that's going on there, and there is a chance to find your way, or at least be involved very much in a video that is upcoming. So pretty excited for that one. I think Lewis might walk away from Formula 1 at RaceBeacon. Remember, Mercedes lost at his own request. They could have changed the tyres for Hamilton. They intentionally didn't anyway. Max won title deservedly. Massey should be released. Toto and Lewis surely now winning this title will be a pretty poor outcome. At the end of the day, Lewis was damned if he did, and damned if he didn't. Pit. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he was screwed either way. It was a lose-lose situation, and it was the most simple decision strategy-wise Red Bull have to make all year. It was, yeah, a very simple one. They were in a pretty good shape with this. How long do you plan on streaming? This stream will end in about 10 minutes time, because I've got to go and do a commentary. So, did you see Wolf Trunk? Yes, I saw that video. It's pretty funny. Are Mercedes appealing? Yes. Well, at the moment, they've lodged their intention of notice to appeal, or their notice of intention to appeal even. So let's head back to that. Mercedes. There we go. So let's head back here. We can see, well, yes, this one, yeah. So we've lodged notice of intention to appeal the decision of the stewards under Article 50 of Sporting Code, and this was their last tweet, and it was 3 days ago now, meaning tomorrow is the deadline. Tomorrow is the deadline, and we should be back live again to cover the outcome, because I imagine the radio silence will end there. At RaceBeacon, is there any news or whether Ham will get a penalty for going straight into Parc Fermé after the race? No, is that even being investigated? I did see it, but I don't think it's even being investigated, is it? And it'd be a very, very harsh one. But Lewis has reached Michael level. Do you pay attention? Void racing complete 99%. Saw Toto celebrating their sloppy seconds party on constructors. Party trying to act like Verstappen when didn't affect him. Check George Russell's Twitter. Yeah, his Twitter was funny. Is he posting anything else new? Is he posting any new stuff? I don't know if he's explained himself more, but it was pretty funny. Just this is unacceptable. Oh, what a man she is. Oh Lord. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, this is the big one. This is unacceptable. Where's Specsaver's response? Oh, Specsaver's deleted their response. I am gutted. So yeah, this is unacceptable. Max is an absolutely fantastic driver who has had an incredible season, and I have nothing but huge respect for him. But what just happened is absolutely unacceptable. I cannot believe what we've just seen. So, so I think he might be against what happened. Just an inkling. But yeah. How do I sign a petition? Is there a petition? I don't know. There is a petition. Total crowd surfing was hilarious. Yeah, absolutely was. Max Joyce Mercedes replaces Hamilton. Ooh, Sancho go for it. Big call. Why did Lewis slow down when a safety car came out? Did he slow excessively? Obviously, he has to hit the delta, but I don't know. Mercedes will be known as the worst loser in F1. Do you think they will appeal? Well, at the moment, I don't know. They've lodged the intention to appeal, their notice of intention, so I don't know. It depends what evidence they can find. Obviously, they're going to lodge the intention to appeal and then see if they actually can find the evidence. They haven't tweeted anything since the 12th, so since the race, pretty much. I don't know where it's going to go. I really don't. And that's why we'll give a stream tomorrow. Can you please just recap what the article Mercedes stated an appeal on is about? So, yeah, no, that's a good question, actually. Because I don't think I actually looked into this one too much. I think these are just the normal... Let me bring it up. So, lodge notice of intention to appeal under Article 15 and Article 10. Yeah, no, so I'm fairly sure this stuff is basically just saying the right to appeal. Like, these articles give the teams right to appeal, basically. That's what I'm pretty sure they are. They're not appealing an actual article in this in that post. Medlin tweet. Has Medlin got a tweet out? Is it anything to do with what we're talking about? What's it? After a report... Oh, okay. After a report into what happened in the closing laps on Sunday, it was presented to WMSC. The FIA says detailed analysis, clarification exercise for future of all relevant parties will now take place. That's interesting. That really is. So that's World Motorsport Council, I assume. I'm going to double check this, but I know it is. World Motorsport Council. No, not... After a report into what happened in the closing laps on Sunday was presented to the West Midlands Shoe Company. Oh, God. Yeah, it's World Motorsport Council. That's what it is. Oh, God, no. No, that's copyright. That's copyright. We don't want that. That was too funny. That's too funny. So yeah, that's interesting. That's really interesting. So a detailed analysis and clarification exercise for the future of all relevant parties will now take place. Well, that's interesting. That's very interesting. So I don't know. I don't know what that falls under. Right? That's not an admittance of guilt or anything. It seems like they're trying to clarify effectively that the race director can do whatever they want, but that's a weird one. So a detailed analysis and clarification. So analysis and clarification exercise. So they're going to go over the rules with the team? That doesn't even read to me as they're going to rewrite the rules. That seems to me that they're just going to go over it with the teams and say, hey, look, these are the rules. Too bad. We've got 5 minutes left. So hit me with any of your final questions. Obviously, we will be back live tomorrow, so there will be time to discuss. I'll be bringing up to the countdown of the Mercedes appeal. Perez has better defense than Hamilton. Perez did fantastic. Perez won the championship there. That's crazy. Crazy defensive drive. Basically, they're saying the FIA messed up, and this is their way. Yeah, effectively, yeah. I think they're going, hey, look, we're going to go over the rules again. We're going to make sure you know them, that sort of thing. And yeah. Did you listen to the unfiltered radio conversations during the race? No manager or driver? No, they didn't. I've seen a lot of videos on that. How would you rate Seb's first season at Aston Martin from 0 to 10? I'd say 5 or 6. Let's be real, it wasn't fantastic. But picked up some podiums and had some good races. Showed signs that there's potential there. They've just got to hit it consistently. Question is, will they be able to do that? Who knows? Who knows? We've got Mercedes stop crying. Red Bull Perez car was legal, hence why retired. I don't think so. I think bits of it was actually checked in post-race scrutineering as well. Is there investigation into the Latifi crash? Nope. Nothing there. Nothing there. And I don't think there would be anyway. Latifi is getting all the hate aside. Yeah, I was really upset to see that actually. Some of the comments going Latifi's way are really, really poor. Phil Bottas didn't support Lewis in the races of this season. What do you say? Yeah, he didn't do well enough. And I actually said last season that one day Bottas is going to cost them a Constructors' Championship. I didn't know he'd quite cost them a Drivers' Championship, but yeah. There you go. And then court decided Latifi will be replaced by Piastri for that crash. Right. Okay, I think we're about done actually. So, like I say, guys, if you want, well, it mean the world if you could go view the video that I uploaded earlier today. Basically going over everything, a full summary of what happened in Abu Dhabi, the full story, what everyone's argument was. Hopefully, from the arguments that I've talked over that they put forward, you can have a more informed decision yourself. Hopefully. How many views is that video on now? So it has been up for nearly 5 hours. It's 2,500 views. That's crazy. Oh, okay. Actually, sorry. We do have a little bit more from Chris Medland. Actually, we have a little bit more from him. So let's see. So the FIA says the safety car use and related comms between race direction and teams generated significant misunderstanding and reactions from. Yeah, cheers for that. From Formula 1 teams, drivers and fans, an argument that is currently tarnishing the image of the championship. Well, at least they're aware of it. The FIA says safety car use and related comments between the race direction and teams generated significant misunderstanding and reactions from... Oh, it's okay, we misunderstand it, guys. It's okay, we misunderstand it. You know, yeah, sure, we can read the regulations, but it's okay, because we misunderstand it, so it doesn't matter anyway. We're too stupid, sorry. But yeah. RaceBeacon is GOAT, thank you. What do you think will happen if Mercedes appeals? I can't see them winning the case, but I don't know. Manquid Ball, that was amazing. Mad respect to Perez, legend. Yeah, fantastic. It was a real turn off of fans in the building. Surely this is not getting overturned. No Max, keep it to Lewis only. So no Mikey. Hamilton's a true champion. A lot of people still want Massey as race director. I don't know on that one. That's the FIA's we don't give one answer. Lewis is robbed. I'm sorry, no, that's really, like, look. So the FIA says safety car use and related comments between the race direction and the teams generated significant misunderstanding and reactions from form. So they better be talking about us reactions. Like, it's quite unfair to say, oh yeah, we looked at the regulations, but we misunderstand it because we're fans. Like, that's a bit, I don't know. I don't want to twist their words there. Saul Lewis wants to move Massey. Lewis isn't welcome in the F1 sport. Mercedes will win the appeal from a legal perspective. It's slam dunk. Image of the championship and the sport is touched. Yeah, but it's quite hard to actually get it to a court, this case. Because the FIA won't go to the Court of Arbitration for Sport, so CAS, as you've probably seen it called on Twitter or somewhere else. It's Court for Arbitration of Sport. They can only go there with FIA's consent, basically. There's a third tweet as well. I just want to end the stream, Chris. Come on, give me a break. I've got a commentary to do in a minute, Chris. Come on. Drivers will be involved with the review and analysis, with the FIA stating it wants meaningful feedback and conclusions to be made before the beginning of the 2022 season. Right, we can give you some straight away. Stick to the rules. That'd be a good start. You know, don't... Yeah, thank you, Morgan. Cheers. Yeah, thanks. Thank you, Morgan. That's fun. And on that note... what we've got here. So, yeah, this is Random Cooper. Detailed analysis. Yes, this is what we've read. Cool. Okay, yeah. So that's something that we can keep an eye of as well. If there's anything that really comes of that, then we'll discuss that potentially too. I'm a new F1 fan. I love it, says Mr. Holmes. Medland made the third... Yeah, Morgan, I see that one. Thank you, Morgan. No, you're great for Rick running me. Cheers. The FIA Court of Appeal is independent and made up of lawyers. Is the FIA court, though? Get rickrolled. Yeah, thank you, Morgan. Fantastic. That's the first time I checked my notifications all stream as well. So, yeah, thank you for that. That's fantastic. Someone did try to rickroll earlier, but I didn't show it on the stream. Well, we've got Suck Up Hamilton fans, my Max fans. Are you going to say anything of not Mr. Clueless? An FIA is a signatory to CAS. They can be dragged. I don't think they can, though. They sign up for the doping related things, but again, I'm no legal expert on this. This is just sort of what I've read so far. But yeah, like I say, guys, I've got to head off because I've got a commentary to do. If any of you are interested, it is on the Team Shazoo Twitch. Yeah, if any of you, for whatever reason, want to hear me shout over a league race as well. Top Xbox guys going at it in a Teams Championship, if you're interested. If it's not your thing, then make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'll hopefully be back live tomorrow if there's any form of news surrounding the Mercedes appeal. We'll try to bring it up and try to cover it and explain it as best as possible. And if we can't explain it, we'll just go for the ride together and be really confused. I think that sounds like a pretty fun stream. Hopefully, I'll see you there. Let's see. Should we see how many subscribers we're on now? Wow, look, that's actually mad. To be fair. Okay, is 5K a decent goal to set before the start of the season? Or I don't know. I think it is. I think it is. Can you link it? Yeah, I can link it if you want. I'll pop it in the chat. So Twitch. If I head to Team Shazoo, here we go. I'll put it up, so if any of you are interested in watching it. This is where you can watch the commentary. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Oh, God, click the advert as well. Oh, this is going horrendously badly. Right, here you go. Have a link, guys. Here you go. Have a link. I know you're saying don't leave. I have to leave. I actually have to leave. I do have the commentary to do, so. But yeah, cheers, guys. And like I say, you don't have to wait too long to hear from me again. Hopefully, we're back live tomorrow covering all of the latest news from the protests, so. There you go, guys. Thank you so much. It means the world. And to see the subscribers go up so much. I wasn't expecting anywhere near this many viewers for this sort of stream. So, brilliant. What's my Twitter? My Twitter, you can see it right at the bottom of the screen, is at VSG_beacon. That's the one you can see. Let me repeat the race. There we go. 8K by March. Or maybe. I don't know. I'll aim for 5K, though. I aim for 5. So, yeah. Thanks, guys, so much. Love you all. And good night. See you tomorrow.